Oh, buddy.
Oh.
Hey-oh.
Dude. It's the FakeCast Sunday special.
I think it's really bad because, you know, when you're recording and stuff, you don't get the full range of motion. So the easiest thing to do is just to do the arms up position.
Yeah, because I'm clipping through the scene. Like, look, that's my green screen box there. I can't move very much.
But we just did it at like the same time. It's the easiest way to show. It's like the Mr. B.
Yeah, it's all in the face. It's all in the face.
All in the face. All in the face.
Oh, dude.
Mamma mia, paisanos.
Well, we're back. Okay, we're back. This is a Sunday special. Do you know why we're doing a Sunday special? Because so we streamed yesterday. We had a FakeCast stream yesterday morning, and then at like in the middle of the afternoon, I was like, "Hey Tom, we didn't talk about the other half of our show, but we streamed for 3 hours and we spent so much time talking about the Mandalorian, and rightfully so. I'm glad we did." But I'm like, well, we'll do a Sunday special because there's so much stuff we still have to cover that we're going to cover now. So we're back.
We're back. We're back to finish
off.
Yeah. We're back. We're finishing what we were going to talk about yesterday. So as someone pointed out in chat, yes, we're going to be talking about the new Lego Batman game. I believe, what is it? Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight, I think it is.
Legacy of the Dark Knight. Yeah. Hopefully they actually get to the Lego Batman review this time.
We're going to. We're getting to. Don't worry.
We are.
But we also got a couple of other things that we're going to talk in. We added some things to talk about. We're not just going to, you know, there's a lot of content, a lot of media things to be talking about. You know, things are going. So it's going to be a great show. It's going to be a great show. All right.
Yep. All right. But we do have some housekeeping, and I'm really glad to see him in chat because we didn't get to call it yesterday because we both missed it. But we got Death Star out in the chat right now. We missed it we missed it yesterday morning, and he just sent another gold coin for 10 jewels. We missed that yesterday, but we're going to make it up to him right now. Thank you for that.
That's for you. That's for you, Death Star.
Yeah, that was for you. Yeah. See, we paid our IOUs, right? We made right with the IOUs.
Should we make that clear again? If they have the new like jewels or bits in YouTube right now, sending those in, we do appreciate them. However, on our side where we're streaming, we do not see those come in. So, you know, we're not
turns out
avoiding.
We're missing them, Tom. We got more of them right now. They just hit right now, Tom.
Well, thank you for donating.
We got a flow state. So Cappy 3020 sent a flow state for 200 jewels, and Nate Dog sent a flow state for 200 jewels.
Whoa!
Thank you for all the jewels. I wish I knew what they represented. And this is, guys, you are watching the most professional stream on the planet. We know
on the planet.
We know exactly what everything translates to. We know all the numbers. We're doing it right here. We're
actually geniuses. You know,
actually geniuses.
Have you ever seen The Big Bang Theory? That they're based off of us. I say bazinga unironically. No, I don't. I couldn't finish that.
Brother, this guy stinks.
If you hear me say bazinga unironically, there's a gun pointed to the back of my head.
Yeah. If I say bazinga unironically, I'm not having a good day. There's something wrong.
Oh, geez.
My day is bad. All right, man. Well, listen. We got some topics we got to get into. We're gonna hang out with you for a little while tonight here. It's Sunday night, guys. We have a really big week ahead. Okay, there's gonna be a whole lot of reporting on the Mandalorian and Grogu. We're looking forward to covering. I have a video right now in the works. We're going to try to get that out tomorrow, talking about how we're in the revenge phase of Star Wars. I'm going to be traveling a bunch. I'm going to be hanging out with some friends this week. We're going to get in trouble. I'm hoping to rally the guys. Who knows, Tom? When we take the crew to Denny's,
I knew you were going to say it.
All bets are off. When we take this crew, this motley crew of misfits to Denny's. Oh my god,
Well, hold on. Why are you going to Denny's though? You gotta specify. You gotta finish the statement.
Yeah, we're taking other YouTubers. Who knows? Let's see how it goes. But we're taking YouTubers that you all know to Denny's to sample the Masters of the Universe promotional meal, and then we're gonna do a review video on it.
You're gonna go get the Skeletor Dark Side shake and
That's
the
right.
the Eternia breakfast platter.
That's right. And the He-Man Battle Burger. That's right. Yes.
The He-Man Battle Burger.
I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a great time. Maybe. We don't know.
Well,
but yeah, so this week things might be a little strange. But we're going to be streaming. I might be in a different location. I may not be green screened. And but I think it's going to be a lot of fun. But I think with that, Tom, is there any other housekeeping we gotta cover now before we get into the show?
Really quickly, we got Parrot Head 78 for a 2 for Bazinga. Did I ever send you the meme I made when I was in like high school where I took young Sheldon's head and I put him on a Lego Doc Ock and I wrote out Gizna?
Did I ever tell you the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
I gotta see if I find that at some point. That's something I used to send to people and they're like, where did this come from? I'm like, I don't even remember why I made this.
So you gaslight people with memes. Is that what you're saying?
No, it's a real thing. But yes, no, it was during a time. I feel like that's a funny backstory for me. Is my editing skills came from making really dumb memes in high school with my buddies on like the different editing apps. We would just meme each other, and that's how I learned how to do editing. It just grew from there. It all starts somewhere. Mine started in dumb memes.
Yeah, well, that sounds about right. We all get started somewhere. But all right, you guys, as we get into this, smash that like button because YouTube is doing what YouTube does. And like you may see creators posting on Twitter right now that like their videos are all screwed up because there's apparently some kind of YouTube bug happening out there right now where videos are not tracking correctly. So we need your help. We have to break through that. So make sure you're hitting the like button if we're entertaining you. We're gonna try to entertain you. Tom, what's the first topic we're gonna talk about today?
Oh, we're gonna just get straight into it because the people are asking for it. We're gonna talk about Lego Batman: Legacy of the Dark Knight.
All right. Do we have a trailer? I'll pull up a trailer.
Pull up a trailer. I'll hit you with a coffee. So Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight is the newest Lego game. Came out this weekend, actually. And it is its own contained Lego game. It's not a sequel from the other ones. Previously you had Lego Batman, Lego Batman 2, and then I think the final one was like Lego DC Superheroes, Outer Space, whatnot. It was a whole other thing. I didn't play the third one. I played the second one. We played the first and second one together when we were yay little fellas, and I love the Lego games. I was a youngin. I was a little Padawan back then. I was a little apprentice. We enjoy the Lego games. They're fun. They're dumb fun. They're they're not very complex. They're puzzle games, little adventure games. They have a very specific style of comedy and charm to them. The old Lego games before used to not have any voice acting. It used to be all little noises and sound effects, which I think was the peak of the series. That if you ever seen the memes, the Yoda death sound, that's from the Lego game. That's all of those are like super iconic because they didn't have I don't know if they had the voice acting capabilities back then to put it in, but it was part of it. This game is supposed to be a homage to the entirety of the Batman franchise. It goes through different aspects of almost all of the movies, the different series, the different comic eras, and it is a lot of fun. It's a Lego game. They put a lot of, I will say, they put a lot of care into this game. They brought in, what is it, Rocksteady? Which one?
Yeah, they did. They
Arkham
brought
games?
Rocksteady in to help with the development of this game because there's a lot of like nuances from the Arkham games, from like really I'd say all 4 Arkham games brought into this. This game really does just recreate a lot of the most memorable Batman moments from all of the movies, all of the shows, the video games, and it recreates them with the charm of Lego. I like that. I think that's fine. That's fun. We've actually sunk a lot of hours into this, like switching back and forth, playing through the game. This game does have co-op. It's couch co-op, but it's the kind of co-op where it just splits the screen in half vertically, which isn't as good as like split screen in the past. Split screen back in the PlayStation 1 era was a horizontal split, and it was like way easier to see what you were looking at. Or better yet, the old Lego games. The old Lego games used to have a moving bar based on where you were. You had to stand close to each other because you had to work together to overcome obstacles. This game plays more like Split Fiction. It plays more like It Takes Two. I can't remember the studio, but one of the EA studio that made Split Fiction, like those type of games, it's a vertical divide, and then you get to run around on your screen.
Yes.
We did it for like 5 minutes. I hated it. I hate the split screen of this game, mostly because I want to see the full screen. I mean, we're playing on a 75-inch television. Like we're playing on PS5 on a full-size television. Takes up a lot of space, but like having the screen cut in half is just not a satisfying experience. So I do wish they had multiplayer online with this, and they don't.
I think you mention it where it used to be on the old Lego games. It would shift around depending on where you go. All they needed to do was just have it where if both characters are on the same screen at the same section, it keeps it syncs it together, and then when you split off, that's when it splits off, and it would have been great. Right off the bat, you guys can be right next to each other. It will be 2 split screens, which is unfortunate. It's not like the end of the world. It's not like it's broken or anything like that. It's just like that would have been right there. Perfect example.
This is exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So this is what it looks like.
It's not bad, but it's just like it would have been nice, especially. I like this game. I feel like we should just straight up say this is a fun game. This is a well-made, well-effort put in game. To say that this is a bad game, I think would be untruthful. I'm having a great time. We're having a great time playing it and enjoying it. There's a lot of care that is put into this game. However, there are some issues with it that do degrade the experience. And part of that is the comparison of the things that we've gotten before. So the Lego Batman games are a special place in my heart, as I would imagine is in the heart of any gamer that was growing up during like that Lego time period. That like from the Lego Star Wars games to I want to say around probably the Lego Jurassic World games. Like that was, in my mind, like that is the best era of the Lego games. After that, we mentioned it not on stream, but we were talking about it where Lego Avengers, something was up about Lego Avengers that like after that everything was kind of weird. And then also they had the Lego Dimensions games, and I think that took the place of any like new Lego game for quite a time. You know, they got into the whole Toys for Life section. So when you look at the old Lego games, the old Lego Batman games specifically, there's elements of those old games that unfortunately are better than this game. And right off the gate, you know, the biggest issue and complaint that I think we both have with this is a terrible Batman. Like, this is a bad Batman. And now, what does that mean, though? Because saying a bad Batman can mean a lot of things. This game, you start as Bruce Wayne becoming Batman, literally doing where you're training with Ra's al Ghul into the first, like, the Batman movie is your first mission as Batman, into becoming Robin, into meeting Batgirl, into doing all of these different things during, like, the Batman's timeline. The issue is the voice actor they have playing Batman is not good.
He's not good. He's very bad. Yeah.
And so part of that is he is doing AAA speak. Now, if you don't know what AAA speak is, when you play a AAA game, the voice acting in it has a very specific feel and style to it where it's, maybe we should do this. This will help us later. There's a very specific sound to it, and once you notice it, it's like, it's grating. It's really grating. Most of the time, you can kind of forgive that because it's not overly apparent. It's not overly involved. But when your main character is doing it throughout the entire game and is supposed to be Batman, it's kind of lame. It's not
also
good.
let's cue this up a little differently though. So, you know, here is a game that you know, we want to like kind of give it the flowers that it deserves when it deserves them. Because people say we're too negative, but actually I think we're extremely critically fair, okay? This game loves Batman. The people who made this love Batman. They brought Rocksteady in, and I think Rocksteady must have been beaten with a belt by Warner Brothers executives, okay? It must have happened because their support in making this is only to make Batman better. What Tom is saying, and what Tom is 100% correct on, is that the voice actor playing Batman is terrible. It's this version in this game, it's not Troy Baker. It's not Will Arnett, like the Lego Batman movies. Like, it's not him. There was another guy who was in one of the other Lego Batman games or in like one of the other DC adjacent games. It's not him. The actor that they have for this game is a relatively new voice actor. He's not been in that much. And I wouldn't say he's a bad voice actor, but he is a bad Batman. I think that's kind of the comparison, right? Because there's a lot of discussion about like who is the best Batman. Like usually that's the discussion with Batman is who's the best? Who is the best? Is it Bale? Is it Adam West? Is it George Clooney? Is George Clooney the best Batman? I don't think anybody's saying that. I'm personally sick of that discussion because we've gotten like I'm not interested in who is the best. I'm just happy we had so many that were great and brought a new version to this character. Like, we've had some great performances. I'm personally just not interested in the best. That being said, flip it around. We now have a contender for the worst, right? This is a contender for the worst Batman performance, which is a terrible shame when this is the Batman, the like ultimate Lego Batman game. Put it this way. We know that there's going to be DLC for this game, which, Tom, I don't know if you knew that, but I saw that a little while ago. That. So there is confirmation that they're doing DLC, and there's from what we see, there's going to be like 2 DLC packs for this, and one of them has to do with like pretty much they're just going to recreate the Arkham Asylum game as one of those DLCs, which is neat.
I like that.
That's what this.
I actually like that.
Yeah, that's what this game is supposed. That is what this game is. This game it doesn't really do anything original. It is just a love letter to Batman media. So it recreates things from the animated series. It recreates things from the Bale movies. It combines all of them to tell one very long story, which is kind of neat. So it takes some of your favorite moments from every single Batman iteration and then makes it one long-form story. mostly focusing. I would say, Tom, it's mostly the Bale movies. It's mostly the Christian Bale movies as the bulk of it. But then, like, recreating the Arkham Asylum scene where you're walking in the beginning of the game, and they're pushing the Joker along after you just brought the Joker back to Arkham. It recreates that, but then combines it with the Heath Ledger scene where it's where is she? Like that's it. It adds to that scene, and then they make a gag about Jared Leto's Joker. They make fun of Jared Leto's Joker. They make fun of the Ben. Like then he's got to tap a button. He's got the voice modulator. He said, "Do you bleed? You will." It's fun. It has that Lego charm that I like, but the performance is so grating on the ears, and it's not good. And it's only elevated by the rest of the voice cast, which are outperforming Batman by leagues.
That is the big thing. So I actually do have it pulled up. Let me know if you hear the audio of it. So this is early on in the game.
Yeah, we hear it.
Guess you've got gadgets too.
That doesn't sound like Batman.
Just let it keep going for a little while.
These docks are crawling with bad guys. Better find a safe way past. Got him.
This is gonna make some report.
So, the issue I have with it is, specifically guess you've got gadgets too. It sounds like you're doing a anime character.
Can you roll it? I don't mean to cut you off.
Yeah.
Can you roll it back and then play it again? Because my audio comes through, so I need to mute while you just let the scene roll so that everybody can get the full grasp of it.
All right.
The thing to deal with. That ought to hold it.
Guess you've got gadgets too. These docks are crawling with bad guys. Better find a safe way past. Got him.
This is gonna make some report.
All right, I'm going to stop it there.
Right.
So it sounds like he's specifically the line of it's you've got gadgets too. It sounds like he's doing an anime character. He's doing the AAA speak of like, I'm doing a character. This is a character. It doesn't feel like you're doing the context of I'm an actual, like, it sounds like a person doing a character rather than this is a believable character that I'm listening to. Part of doing voice acting is, there's a lot of complexity with doing voices because how do you make yourself like you have to give a performance with just your voice alone. You can't do your body language. You can't do your face. It's all in the voice. So there's a certain level of, difficulty in playing that off. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt and say that this could have been a direction issue. When you're recording specifically for video games, you're looking at, and, to put in perspective, this guy probably had to record over 20,000 lines of dialogue because of every single just walking around clip, the cut scenes, the fight sounds, all of those things. I bet he had to record somewhere between like 20,000 plus lines, probably 3 times. The way that they have it set up is for when you're doing like a video game, you basically have a spreadsheet of just like different lines, and you upload 3 different clips of you doing the same line, so they have something to work with. If you don't have good, direction for those, it's not going to be great for everything. So I don't think this seems to be a new guy. He may be a little new at this. The issue with it is that this isn't the game to be really doing that with. This is Batman. So in this scene, because the game takes place throughout the entire like legacy of becoming Batman, I was hoping that, once he gets a little bit older, it would have switched to VAs. I was kind of hoping that we would have gotten different VAs to like really signify, hey, this is now a different era of Batman. All right, now it's a new Batman, I mentioned, there's a ridiculous amount of Batman voice actors that you could have used for this. You know, I mentioned not on stream, but Jensen Ackles recently was Batman. I know he played Red Hood in the one, Under the Red Hood movie.
Under the Red Hood,
yeah. Under the Red
He's
Hood.
awesome.
But also the Batman in that wasn't, Troy Baker or Kevin Conroy. You know, there is a plethora of really good Batman you could have used them, and it would have been nice for them to maybe switch them in to, like, signify, hey, this is a new Batman, or have it where it's like certain suits have different voices. I imagine that would be, like, really hard to do. But, the voice acting in this, unfortunately, it leaves you wanting more, especially with... Sure.
I'm sorry. I just pulled it up. Under the Red Hood had an all-star cast. I was thinking that had an incredible cast for voiceover. Yeah. Bruce Greenwood is Batman. Jensen Ackles is Jason Todd. John DiMaggio is the Joker. Neil Patrick Harris is Dick Grayson. Jason Isaacs is Ra's al Ghul. You had an all-star knockout cast for that.
But in this, I don't know the voices of everybody. It's very clear that Matt Berry is Bane. And from what we've played, he's killing it. I think Matt Berry fits as Bane. Granted, he's basically just doing his own voice. But honestly, I think it fits really well as Bane. Like, as much as I'm like, okay, that's Matt Berry, I'm able to still believe that this is Bane that is talking. I'm able to do a differentiation. We're pretty sure, I don't know if they've released the actual voice cast yet, but we're pretty sure that Jason Isaac is also Ra's al Ghul in this, and he does great. The guy who's doing Alfred is doing great. The guy who does young Robin in this is actually fantastic.
Yeah, and he's doing a Burt Ward impression, which, like, he's trying to he's doing it his own way, but he also sounds like Burt Ward, which is really cool.
And he does a great job of it. While I was playing it, I had the thought of, it's like, this guy could do a young Shaggy, but specifically the young version of Casey Kasem. Because Casey Kasem versus Matthew Lillard is two very different Shaggy voices. His cadence and delivery would be good as that. And a lot of the other voice actors in this is great. I think, Gordon works in this. All of these different elements work. It's just a shame that this piece, that is a very large piece of this Lego set, it's busted. It's broken. It's not that good.
Yeah, but I want to play this scene here, because we just got up to this. So this is the interrogation scene, and just so you could see the kind of, like, humor behind this and what they were going for, because this works.
For little old Gotham. So polite. I'd love to tell you, but I'd never even heard of the League of Shadows. Sorry. Never heard of them.
Let me try. Tell us about Bane, or we show all your new friends in Arkham this.
Bane's the big fella, right? Not too much to tell, other than he looks like he gives great hugs.
We know you met with Bane.
Is that what his name was? I thought his name was Dane. Couldn't really understand what he was saying.
So, you see, that's what it's like. Also, why is Talia al Ghul French?
I was gonna mention that too. Yeah, she's French in this. I don't think she's supposed to be French, but she's French. I don't know. I think I've been trying to figure out, like, the best way to phrase it. But in the old Batman games, you play as Batman as a Lego. Whereas this, you are a Lego playing Batman. Which sounds like that doesn't make any sense.
Oh, dude, wait,
say that again.
Say that again, because that was right on the money. It does make sense.
It's in the old Lego Batman games, you are Batman playing a Lego, but in this, you are a Lego playing Batman. That
man, that is the best way to sum it up.
Because
he's cooking.
The old Lego Batman 2, the Batman in that is the pre-established Batman. It's as if you are going from watching the Justice League Unlimited TV show and then playing the game. It's the same character. It's Batman. It's your your rendition of who Batman is the same, just in this Lego world. You know, where everything else is still kind of goofy. He's still Batman. I have it. Wait, let me pull. I tried to pull up. One of the cutscenes from Lego Batman 2, specifically to show off what I'm talking about. Yeah.
He's had a lot of experience dealing with Lex Luthor.
We don't need him.
Well, it seems like just now we needed him.
We would have been fine jumping off the roof.
I think we would have broken our legs.
We've broken our legs before.
Yeah, but I didn't like it. I mean, if we just call him.
Robin, we can't go through life expecting Superman or anyone else to save us whenever things get tough. The only people we can rely on is ourselves. Back computer, tie-in.
Back computer, remote tie-in active.
Yeah.
That is exactly. That is. Hold on. All right, so there's something wrong with your audio where I'm coming through twice. I'm echoing. That is exactly it, dude. That is exactly the problem. You are 100% right. So yeah, no, that's totally it. No, it's not your audio. It's not your microphone. It's your screen share. I come in through your screen share because you're sharing like your computer audio, and now you're muted.
That makes sense.
This is the most professional stream.
Most professional stream.
Yeah. Anyway, that scene you just pulled up, that is a perfect explanation. That is perfect.
Yeah. Also, with it being a Lego game, as much as this does feel like a child-friendly version of the Arkham games, it unfortunately also has the jank of Lego games. Lego games are notoriously buggy and janky. This, granted, I haven't really run into any like bugs necessarily, but you will have times where like you're trying to pick up an item, and if you hit it at an angle, it just like the pathfinding breaks, and it takes like a couple seconds for it to like knock back into place. 100% super professional, the most professional. But this game, so now you take that and now you put in the Arkham combat system. It still runs into that like little bit of jank. Sometimes you'll hit buttons and there will be like a tiny bit of delay for how many times things are on the screen. The driving mechanic in this is like a little bit floaty, where like your turn, like it is not the easiest to control. Granted, like as you play it, you get a better feel for it, but there are those like little mini elements that you're like, oh wait, this is not that great. Because of everything being janky. Also, I specifically wrote down things to talk about. Lego Time Trials have almost always sucked, and this game is no exception. I was trying to do some of them last night, and boy howdy, are just any of the time trials just annoying. But they've always been like that in Lego games. That's not specific to this game specifically. It's just like part of the medium. You know, that's always been the case. I remember always getting annoyed with it. And one thing about this game that feels off from the other games is you unlock characters part of the story. You know, so you start off where you're Batman and Gordon, and then you get Catwoman as a companion, then you get Robin. You only get about 5 people. In the old Lego games, part of the fun, part of the like collectathon of it was running around and getting all of the other characters to play as in the overworld. This doesn't have that. Or from where we're at, it doesn't have that. But you don't get any of the villains. You don't get to run around as a big old Killer Croc or Big Bane to smash cars and stuff like that. It's, you know, it's missing those elements that would be in a normal Lego game. So this is, hey, we took an Arkham game and we tried to fit it into the format of a Lego game. And for the most part, it works extremely well. It's just there are some jank bits to it that really prevent it from being like a full-on like 10 out of 10, this is an amazing game experience. So there's that. I will also say the price point.
Okay, yeah. Let's let's finish the review first, and then finish this segment with price, because I think there's a lot for us to really. That's a good way to round this off.
Okay.
I have one note that I want to just throw out there. So because this is a Lego game, and I think it fits in with everything you just said, like obviously it's a Lego game, it's for kids. But if we were to look back at Lego Star Wars 1, Lego Star Wars 2, Complete Saga, Indiana Jones, Pirates of the Caribbean, even the Jurassic Park one, like the Jurassic World, like it had the first 4 Jurassic movies in it. The Lego movie, even Lego Lord of the Rings, Lego Hobbit. These games they're a lot of fun. They're silly, they're quirky. They had to have a sense of humor, and they're for kids. But there's also a little bit more challenge to it, where it feels like you actually have to think about something. I mean, I remember when like playing them when we were playing like even the Jurassic World one, you know, we had to look up there was a couple of the puzzles that we just couldn't figure out. And we platinumed that game. And that was so much fun. That's a game I would play that again, 0 to 100 again. Like the Jurassic World game was like the peak of Lego. It was a good one, because you had the full world. And then you had everything you just said, where you had to play as other characters in order to complete things. But the whole world was large enough, but also not too overcomplicated. Like each zone had its own puzzles in it. When you got to the whole overworld, the actual individual missions were really fun to play through. Like the individual chapters were good. But we've gotten away from that because Lego has wanted to turn their games, as they have done with this, into this big open world kind of thing. We're an open world Lego game now. And we still have all the chapters, but they're a lot more like linear run through. The camera is a lot closer, whereas like the original Lego Star Wars, the camera is like it's a aerial view as you're kind of watching yourself run around. That space was good because it gave you the ability to see your surroundings better. Now, you know, they're playing it more to, like, I don't want to say Fortnite, but it's more of a Fortnite close-up kind of camera. It's more of an action game camera, and I think that takes away from the whole experience. It's almost the puzzles of it are almost too easy. And I know that sounds silly. It's like, well, it's a kid's game, but as I just said, in the past they had a little bit more of a bite to them than they do now. And so that's my biggest note. We also had to turn it up to like the hardest difficulty for everything, because it like the difficulty was a little low. Like even on like easy and medium or like extremely easy, we actually turned it up to the hardest difficulty because we were testing it anyway. But it's just that's where it ended.
Yeah, and there's tons of stuff, you know, where it's the whole like, it's not that it's too juvenile where it's like, oh, it's like I'm playing something made by like Fisher Price. It's just, again, when you compare it to the predecessors before it, the old Lego Batman games before it, they used to be better. And what's weird about this one is that it really is it's not really a tomato, because this game is fundamentally, as much as it's a Lego game, this isn't a traditional sense of like a Lego game. This is a Lego Batman Arkham. It's not really in the same way that like Lego Marvel Superheroes is a Lego game to this. You know, this versus Lego Batman 2 are two very completely different games. And I think there are elements I wish they could have worked in. I wish there was some elements they, you know, put a little bit more time and effort into. I really wish you spent a little bit more time ironing out the main cast for Batman. Like, just a little bit. There's times where I'm like, okay, he's not doing the worst job. As he goes on, he's starting to get a little bit better, but same way in the way that like he's written too. He's like goofy in the beginning, but then you start running around with Robin, and he's like, Robin's making quips like every other second. It's like, hey, we don't do that. We don't do that. It's like, you were just doing it 5 minutes ago. Why are you coming down on your adopted son?
Yeah. You're doing it all the time because the character's constantly talking.
Yeah.
And he doesn't shut up, and you don't, and you notice, and if you viscerally feel it because he's not playing a good Batman, and he's constantly quipping.
Yeah. Like have it doesn't sound like Batman when he's going, this looks like a place to build something. It's like, I don't know. That's not
This looks like
No.
a good place to find some ingredients.
That's all I could think about. I think about
Yeah.
Donald Duck in Kingdom Hearts 3 with the stupid Ratatouille game.
Donald and Goofy.
Yep. Yeah, that's all I can think about. I think
man.
you could have gotten. I think this would have worked really well with it being Will Arnett, because in a lot of ways it is a semblance of a parody of, like, as much as it's an homage. There's a lot of parodies of like characters in this. Like they do a lot of like not really making fun of, but like poking fun at all of Batman. You know, they have some fun with it. I feel like Will Arnett would have worked perfectly in this position because his character is like a Flanderized version of Christian Bale Batman. That's a Batman. You know, that's the kind of the big joke about it. I think it would have worked like perfectly.
Right. Well, with that, Tom, this game is $70. We paid $90. We paid the streamer tax for it. The streamer tax was $90. It's not like I say I regret paying $90, because like we got to play it early, we got to prepare for like this review, but man, $90 is way too much for this game. That is insane. Like I feel the pinch on this one. It's $70 is too much for this game, especially with the fact that it's a Batman game and your Batman is the Batman performance is the weakest part of a very charming game. Like, do not buy this at full price. This game is going to go on sale. Lego games routinely go on sale. There is no reason to race to play this game. It's not like the greatest game of the year. It won't be the greatest game of the year. I think this will be on sale for Black Friday. I'm so serious. I think this is going to be, it's going to get marked down to like $40. $40 is good. There's a lot of hours you could play for this. If you can get it even lower, get it even lower. If you get down to 30, get it down to 30. It's fun. It's a kid's game. So if you think you're going to get the full like grittiness of the Arkham is back, like you get to feel that feeling again, like I don't know. I don't think so. It's a Lego game. It's not the best Lego game. It's not my favorite. It's fun, but put it this way. If we weren't going to cover it and if we weren't doing reviews of this stuff, I wouldn't have bought it. I would have waited for it to go on sale. And having bought it, I still remain firm in that decision. Like, nope, wouldn't have gotten it. Tom, your thoughts? Final thoughts?
I think if you are looking to get this game, a very fair price is $40. I think $40 is a acceptable price for this game. It is a lot of fun. You know, we have criticisms about it. We're not saying it's a bad game by any means. It's just there are elements to it that really, you know, spoil it from being a really high. Well, I'll give it back to you. What would you give this grade?
This game is like it's a 6.5 to a 7 for me.
Okay.
I might say it's a 7. I might go up to a 7.
Right now, I'm pretty set on a 7. I think this is a 7 out of 10. And it's a shame because there were Lego games that hit that 8-9 region.
Yeah,
and I wish this did too.
Lego Batman, the first one, is like a 9 for me. And I would put the first two Lego Star Wars as 9s, and then I would say the complete saga is a 10. Like in Lego grade terms, it's not like I don't know. I think the Lego Star Wars complete saga is a brilliant video game. It's just it is hours of fun. It's really fun. It's really good. It's kid friendly. It's got couch co-op. It had online multiplayer on the Xbox 360. You could have played that game with friends. It created memes. It was faithful to Star Wars. It was authentic Star Wars. This is authentic Batman. But the previous 3 Lego Batman games, I think, were
better.
Maybe better.
Maybe they were better. I'm firm in saying that they were better. Yeah.
So I think that does it. We'll leave that there. Lego Batman. Tom, let's go back to the people.
Absolutely. Okay,
All right.
getting back to the chat. We got Bros 6327 for a 10 banger. Whenever to my buddy's place the day the game came out, one of the first things he told me was I was waiting for Batman to do the voice, and he never did. He was shocked the VA was bad. LOL. Yeah, it is unfortunate. It really sours this experience.
It does though, but by grading points, because you have to listen to him with the AAA speak over and over and over for hours, man. Absolutely. Yeah.
It's unfortunate. Snarky Distinct for 5 in honor of those who made the ultimate sacrifice and their families, and to Rowdy Kyle Bush, who passed away on Thursday. Peace and love.
Peace and love, man. Peace and love. Shout out.
We got Golden Apples YT for a $9.99 in 3 days if everything goes well and Valve approves my build. I will be releasing my game Lithium next week. I still have to update the Steam page with the new stuff, but been preparing for anything.
Let's go, man.
Hey.
Let's go.
Hey.
Heck yeah, dude. I know you've been telling us about that. I'm happy to hear it. I hope it all goes well. Looking forward to it. Very happy for you. That's great.
Let's go.
That's great.
We got Skafiddles for a 5. I think Mandalorian and Grogu was missing handsome young men. They should have cast you both.
They should have.
They should have. I would have loved to be an alien in the. You know, there was. I'm thinking about it right now. There was a severe lack of aliens.
Was there a severe lack of? We
Like,
got battle droids. We had. There was a severe lack of a lot in this movie.
There was a lot of like we had like a couple, and like you had like the gladiator fight, but like you didn't have just like walking around. You didn't have any fish people. You didn't have any aliens. You didn't have a lot of Star Wars in that movie.
You didn't have a lot of Mos Eisley Cantina in the background. Like you're right. Like I'm thinking of the scene when he meets the Martin Scorsese monkey dude. There's really not a lot of movement in the back from like other people that you can see, like because it's so dark, and also like there's just it's just the volume for days in this movie. It's just they are using the volume to the furthest extent that they can. They have pushed the volume to the furthest. Yeah. And it's noticeable, man.
Yeah. It's not
hey, I think I saw on Twitter the best way to summarize this movie. Let me pull it up. The best way to summarize The Mandalorian and Grogu is
oh yeah.
Fighting a giant snake in Piss Lake under Poop Tower on Fart Planet. That is the best way to summarize this film. 100%. Man, what could have been, Hey, and coming in over on mobile, Broken Cowl 13 sent an Unk alert for 440 joules. Thank you for that.
I hear Unk alert, and I think it would be the foghorn,
That would be fitting for the foghorn.
Yeah. Okay, chat, what is it? Is Unk uncool, or is it Uncle? Because I always thought that Unk was
you gotta
supposed to be
ask,
short.
you're an Unk.
No, it was supposed to be short for uncle, because then it was an old. It's like, oh, you're old. All right, Unk. And then it was like, oh, it's actually uncool. And I think that's BS. I think that is some Mandela rewriting history BS. It was Unk as in uncle because you were old, not uncool. And that's my piece.
If you got to ask, your street's behind.
Oh, piss off. Oh, get out of here. Get out of here.
All right, man. We've got some more stories we got to get into. We talked about Lego Batman for a little while. I'm glad we did that. Got the full review made up for yesterday.
We did it.
And now we got to get into Tom. What do we cover next?
Guys,
I'll let you pick.
Let's talk about Mandalorian and Grogu, and how is it really doing this weekend? How is it doing? Get that out of here. Most professional stream. The Mandalorian and Grogu is Disney's lowest ever Star Wars film opening. Yikes.
Ruh-roh, Raggy. Sound the alarm.
Ruh-roh, Reggie. Things are not looking good.
Like zoinks. Yeah.
Reggie, we spent $500 million.
Yeah, well, you know what? All right, that's a good place to start on this one before we get into the article. So we had, friend of the channel, Valiant Renegade, covered this. He did a whole video on it. And so the reporting from the trades was that this movie cost $165 million. That's all it was. It's the cheapest Star Wars movie to date, $165 million. Well, it turns out that's a crock of crap. It's a crock of crap that's not true. That is what was reported is what they had to report in order to get the tax credits. And that did not include things like Pedro Pascal's salary, Jon Favreau's salary, Filoni's salary, Kathleen Kennedy's cut. Didn't include any of the people involved, the actors. It didn't include any of them. Okay. Sigourney Weaver, not included in that. There's a lot of money tied up with those people. So you're missing a lot of what is referred to as top of the line budgeting from this budget. So everybody over on Twitter, everybody all over Facebook, social media, Reddit, saying that this is the cheapest movie. It only needs to break 165 million. You are either lying, you are misinformed, or actually that's it. There's only two options. You're either lying or you're misinformed, because there's just stop astroturfing for this film. Stop shilling for this movie. It doesn't deserve your defense. Let it stand on its own. Disney's a big boy. Disney is a man over 100 years old, and the company could stand on its own, stand by what it's attempting here. And but let's talk about this here, Tom. Let's go through this article. Take us through it, because this movie is not performing very well.
No, it is not. Walt Disney's The Mandalorian and Grogu jettisoned into theaters Friday, marking the first time in 7 years that a new Star Wars film has launched on the big screen. Sunday estimates indicated that the film, based on the hit Disney Plus show The Mandalorian, surpassed initial box office projections, tallying $82 million in domestic ticket sales through its first 3 days in theaters. Official numbers will be released on Monday. While The Mandalorian and Grogu outpaced the $80 million that most box office analysts predicted, it has so far tallied less than 2018's Solo, A Star Wars Story, which at $84 million was the previous lowest opening Star Wars project in the era of the Disney Star Wars releases, according to the data from ComScore.
So let's pause right there. Let's pause right there real quick. So just from the top there, it's just, tallying 82 million in domestic ticket sales, surpassed initial box office projections. So in that first paragraph where it says surpassed initial box office projections, right? That is kind of framed. Like when you hear that, your gut feeling is that that's a good thing. It beat the expectations. It beat the projections. But if you know that 82 million on a Star War is really bad. And then when we're comparing it in the next paragraph to Solo, for the record, Solo is the reason why there was a 7-year gap between Star Wars movies going to theaters, because Solo, it bombed. Solo bombed. Disney was scared after that, and they stopped putting movies in theaters. They shipped all of their content to Disney Plus, and that's why we're kind of in the problem we are. Everything being on Disney Plus, whether it was good or bad, eroded actually the fan base a lot faster than they could have comprehended that it might have, right? So shipping all this stuff, Disney Star Wars became homework for regular people that just go to the movies, that don't watch the shows, that don't have the Disney Plus subscriptions, that aren't tuning in on everything. What's really good is when you talk to normies and you just ask them who may have watched the Disney Plus stuff, who know who the Mandalorian is. When you ask them, like, hey, did you see Andor? And they go, no. Did you see Ahsoka? Yeah, I didn't really like it. I didn't finish it. Did you see The Acolyte? Oh, no way. And then you ask them, why, and they may say, well, something along the lines of, well, it's boring. Okay, well, that's fine. But then if you really continue that conversation, eventually, you know what's going to come up with these people? They're going to say, when does Andor take place? When does Acolyte take place? Is it after Luke? Is it after Anakin? Where does it, where is, what Disney has done is they've created homework where now normies who are completely emotionally detached from Star Wars need to become Star Wars fans in order to continue consuming Star Wars, when that's not something they ever wanted. Now, that's not something Disney could have ever guessed, that you need to be able to keep up with the canon and the timeline, and the lore needs to make sense. Oh my gosh, we can't just make a Star Wars and throw it to the wall and see what happens. They've lost the normies, and they created it where it's a homework situation to keep up with what's going on. So, but yes, let's. I would say, what are your thoughts, and then let's continue.
Well, yeah, paying back off of the it surpassed the box office projections. It says they were expecting 80, so it was up by 2 million. It wasn't, they were expecting a small amount, and it blew, but no, you got 2 million more than you thought you would. Good job. Like, and people have put online, going to the theater, it's an empty theater. People aren't going to see this movie. I don't think people are going to be going to see this several times. I think this is going to be a one and done. Some people are like, oh, it's a fun movie. That's the phrase that everyone keeps using that are trying to push that it's not bad. It's a fun movie. It's a fun time. It's not. It's not a fun time.
It's also not, it's not fun.
No.
Gosh, and people that are like, I had a great time, I had fun. I'm like, dude, if we jangle some keys, you're going to have fun with that too? Do you like shiny objects?
Do you clap your hands and feet together, while watching the screen? But yeah, no, it's not good. It isn't good. I really don't think it is. I think it's been refreshing to see the amount of people in agreement that, like, oh no, this is as bad as we think it is. Sometimes there's a little bit of a disconnect, but I would say the overwhelming majority of people are in agreement that this was not good.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, let's continue. Let's see where this is going here.
Let's see. I think it was here. Analysts foresee the film exceeding $100 million domestically for the 4-day Memorial Day holiday weekend. Internationally, The Mandalorian and Grogu snapped up around $63 million in ticket sales. The film benefited from premium large format screenings like IMAX and Dolby Cinema, as 41% of the tickets were sold for these upgraded, more expensive showings, according to data from Intelligence. Standard tickets for the film averaged $16.01 apiece, while premium tickets cost an average of $19.43 each, the data company reported. Okay, before we keep on, the idea of spending $20 to see this in IMAX, oh man,
I would have been furious.
I would have been
furious.
That would have been a start.
I was already furious. I was already unhappy, man.
I would have the mental image of somebody taking their Mandalorian and Grogu popcorn bust from the concessions and just slamming it into the floor after that. That's how just the AT-AT just on the curb of the car, just the cheap Chinese plastic splattering everywhere, shards of gray plastic all across the parking lot. I would have been livid. $20 for IMAX? Oh Lord. No. Let's getting back to it, though. However, the film's box office isn't the only metric that Disney will be keeping an eye on. The company's strategy doesn't just rely on ticket sales. It has other avenues for revenue growth, including merchandise, its streaming service, and theme parks.
Merchandising. Where the real movie money is made.
Well, we also know the streaming service. They're not getting the revenue growth from that. We know that.
wait. So this goes. Okay, so what this is saying is that the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, while it is very much bombing as a Star Wars brand, see, this isn't just a typical movie. Okay, this is a Star Wars movie. The franchise was purchased for $4 billion. Disney has yet to completely break even on that investment, just with interest and compounding, right? There's that's a whole video and stream on its own, right? There are financial analysts who've broken this down better than just fake wizards, right? Financial analysts have said on the record, Disney has not made profit on its investment yet. But this is, and now we have the movies underperforming dramatically. Okay, that's not good for Star Wars. And now this is coping. And it's not just CNBC. It's the entire entertainment apparatus, which is saying that, oh, well, merchandise is going to sell a ton, and people are going to subscribe to Disney Plus because they're interested in seeing what else happens, and people are going to go to the theme parks for this. That's elite. That is jumping to conclusions on a level I couldn't possibly comprehend. Right. No one is subscribing to Disney Plus for this. And if there are, it's you could count them on your fingies. Okay. You're not dealing with hundreds of people. You're dealing with a couple of people. So there's that. The merchandise, which we're going to talk about in a little bit. That's a whole separate thing. The merchandise is a whole separate thing. But it really, what, Burger King crowns? Go to your local Burger King right now. I bet you they have problems with the crowns. Not physical problems or they can't get rid of them. That's the problem with these crowns. You can't get rid of them. That is the reporting that we're getting on this, just from people online saying that we have stock fully stocked on the Burger King stuff. So that's pretty interesting there. But yeah, and I don't think people are going out of their way to go to the theme parks when, if the movie's underperforming, nobody's rushing to the theme park to see Mandalorian.
Well, I was going to ask you that, because part of the thing that I felt like was in this movie, that it wasn't directly, but part of this movie felt like an advert for Galaxy's Edge. There was some sensation to it that made it felt like it was trying to allure you into don't you want to come to the Star Wars world? Don't you want to come to the Star Wars park? Realistically, if you watched this film, like after watching this film, I don't know anyone that'd be like, well, I gotta go down to Florida now. Like, I don't think there was any aspect of this movie that made me like, wow, the Star Wars world is so amazing. I want to go there. I didn't have that with this film. This Frankenstein's monster of a film. I didn't have that sensation that I'm now encouraged to go out and I don't have any of these things listed. I don't feel encouraged to go buy merchandise. I don't feel encouraged to buy Disney Plus, and I don't feel encouraged to go down to the Disney parks. So I really don't think that is also from the lens of us being overly critical too. This doesn't feel like that movie that you're like, I want to go to Galaxy's Edge now. Because Galaxy's Edge is still too not anything else. It's too sequel trilogy. I understand that like they've been putting in the Luke, Han, and Leia and Darth Vader are walking around, but it still is that like it's not connected. It feels disjointed. Everything feels disjointed. So I think that's a very big claim for them to be like, oh well, they're keeping their eyes are on other things. They're not worried about the ticket sales. They're worried about all the merchandising that it's going to be bringing in. Everyone's going to want a Mandalorian and Grogu figure after this. You at home, don't you want a Grogu plush after watching this?
Right.
Bye.
Well, let's jump ahead here. Let's finish out this article because we do want to talk about the merch.
Yes. Star Wars generates more than $1 billion in retail sales each year, even without a new title arriving in theaters. Additionally, the Mandalorian series is the most watched original show on Disney Plus, with more than 1.3 billion hours watched globally. Viewership of the series and other Star Wars titles have gotten a bump on the platform in recent weeks because of the release of The Mandalorian and Grogu. At its domestic theme parks, the company updated its Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run ride to feature a new mission featuring Grogu in the cockpit. Oh my gosh.
We got book it, Tom. Get the credit card.
Put all my money into the plane. Put all the money into the tickets now. At the same time,
we're on our way.
At the same time, the BDX droids featured in the film have reappeared in the Disneyland's Galaxy's Edge themed area. Also, through its close partnership with developer Epic Games, Fortnite has introduced new environments, characters, vehicles, and purchasable cosmetics for gamers.
Yeah, see what we're finding here. What we're finding here is that this is maximum copium. And it's not just CNBC saying this. This is the entire media apparatus. If Star Wars falls, which Star Wars is falling, then that hurts everybody, because it means that the way that Hollywood produces things, it cannot happen anymore. We don't actually have real numbers at this time for any of the things that they've just cited here as being moneymakers, because the reports that I have heard and the stories that I have heard so far is that the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run update hasn't made a difference. And if you look at the Disney app, you're going to see it was even on Thursday night, it was about a 25-minute wait to get on that ride, which is a typical wait time for the ride. And that's how long it takes to just walk through the whole ride to get to the ride. So that's a walk-on. 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 30 minutes for the Smuggler's Run. You're walking right on that thing. That's not a line. It is a huge building inside, okay? So that means nothing. Oh, there's the BDX droids walking around, and they're walking around in the theme parks. That doesn't translate to dollars. That doesn't translate to money. And I think, this is where we'll tie up this topic. What we are seeing with Star Wars right now is something called a revenge phase. This is something that is actually brand new to, I think this is the first instance we are seeing this in economics. It's fascinating. People have talked about, oh, well, there's franchise fatigue. Oh, there's bad movie fatigue. Oh, where we have apathy. There's apathy. No, maybe a year ago, maybe after the Acolyte. Yeah. But no, we're seeing something more unique right now. And this article doesn't want to talk about it. There are people celebrating the demise of Star Wars right now. We are kind of reveling in the revenge of this. Look, you know what? Star Wars was made on culture as a cultural event. Because it was a cultural event, you had to see it. And then, of course, it was good, which means now I want to see it again. Now I'm hooked. Now I'm involved. Now I'm interested. But now what is actually fascinating is the movie itself is not the cultural event. Watching the movie tank is the cultural event. YouTubers right now are making videos. They're starting channels talking about Mandalorian and Grogu underperforming, getting thousands of views. People are just getting into this game, talking about it, like covering it. That's where the drama is. There's an excitement. People are almost thrilled. I'm checking the box office. Like, what's the news? Where are we at? How's the box office doing? Like, my friends were all talking. Like, hey, is there any updates? And it's because there's an excitement to see this thing crumble. And I think it's not. I think deep down, it's not because we want Star Wars back. It's not an instance of, we just want Mark Hamill to be Luke Skywalker again. No. That's not it. We just want Luke Skywalker again. That's not it at all. No, it's justice. It's a kind of justice. Like revenge economics is now a thing. And it's something that we've been talking about on our channels for like 2 years. When are you going to do something? When are we, if you're upset with the state of Star Wars, we need to do something. And that happens to be not giving them money and then talking about not giving them money, because then other people who are upset are also going to stop giving them money. This is it's organized, but it's not really. It's not really organized. There is no one leader leading people through organization. It's just doing what you believe is the right thing to do, which in this case is to not give this company your money. And I think this is exciting. I am hyped for this. If this is the cultural event, you're laughing. Tom, you're laughing, and we're winning, Tom. You're laughing.
Just the concept of it's like people around the world are so sick of how bad Star Wars was that they're out for revenge. It's like, but that is it. That actually is what is happening. It's just they've shoveled so many piles of just crap on your lawn that everyone's like, I'm coming after you now.
Now it's my problem.
now it's my problem. Yeah. People are out taking sledgehammers to their expensive collection displays. They're going and burning down their lightsabers from Galaxy's Edge.
They're smashing their lightsabers on the concrete outside. They're celebrating. You're laughing, Tom. You're laughing. We're winning, and you're laughing.
Star Wars died, and you're laughing?
Well, as the man once said, you get what you deserve.
As a man in the society once said, you get what
as a man in a society once said. Oh man. Couldn't have happened to a nicer company. Shout out to Disney. What a great company.
Small
we
indie
love
company.
Them. Small indie company, the Walt Disney. Yeah, small indie company. They need your money. Please come see our crappy movie. Please.
Please, sir. Dave Filoni needs more money to make toys.
Please. You see, IMAX ticket, $20. Please, I need $20 for an IMAX ticket.
Dave Filoni needs to make all of the different Rebels characters in real life so he can play around them. He needs to keep on messing with his sandbox.
Well, with that, man, I think we're at a good spot to transition to the fun. We have a fun segment for today.
Well, first, let's. I'm going to take us back to the chat and set that up. All right.
Okay, fine. You're the producer. There, I actually had a good segue, and you're like, actually, wait a minute, I'm the producer.
You don't look. There's the way I have that tooled.
Actually, no. This is my show.
Is annoying. All right, just give me a second. Golly, the most professional.
That's okay. That's
most professional stream. Damn it.
Sorry. We do have some people to talk to there, and I want to respond to some of the comments anyway. Which is, Tom, you were right. I'm just joking. Hazmat Archive says, Wizard, I thought the PS5 was horrible for its DRM practices and its price increases. And this is in reference to, we were talking about Lego Batman. I said we played it, we got it on the PS5. Okay, so context here. I am and I have been a PS5 like console player. I have the other consoles. I just happen to do all of my gaming predominantly on the PS5 right now, because my PC can't handle PC gaming. So we're just doing we're playing games on the PS5 until the Steam Cube comes out, and then I cannot wait to go back to PC gaming. Both of our computers, both Tom and my computers right now are like kind of on their last legs. Our goal is to just make it to Black Friday right now. Like yes. we were shopping around yesterday looking to see like either fixing up the computer we got or the computers we have, or like, well, do we just buy different rigs? Do we start over? Do we build something new? And it's like, just kind of going back and forth. So no, but for all of the gaming, I'm waiting for the Steam Cube. But that's a good question.
Yes.
Valiant Renegade says, and we hope to see you after this stream on the least professional show on YouTube. That's right, because we're the most professional show. And yes, we will be jumping over later on. We still got a lot of show to get through. We'll be jumping over to Valiant Renegade stream, and I will be joining him on panel. Icelandic Fart Police says, reminder that Fake Wiz is also a fake Fire Emblem fan until he plays Fire Emblem Blazing Blade, Binding Blade, and Sacred Stones. I have played Binding Blade. The other two I haven't played yet, so that's fine. That's fine. Coming in over on the YouTubes, Jason Nelson's for a 2 says, this whole thing is a fail. Who's held accountable? And that's a really great question. So when it comes to Mandalorian and Grogu, Dave Filoni is going to be held accountable. Dave Filoni is behind this. He's going to be held accountable. Jon Favreau directed this. He's going to be held accountable. And Kathleen Kennedy's gone. Bob Iger's gone. The reason that this was, like, you got to remember, the Mandalorian and Grogu was supposed to be a show. Like, it was supposed to be season 4 of the Mandalorian. And it was pulled and turned into a movie, which also means that it was like entirely smashed and crushed together. And this is what came out of it. Like they were actively making the show, and then they got the order from the suits that said, no, ship it as a movie. That's not to defend them at all. Like, that's not a defense of them. That's just to say, like, yeah, who's going to be held accountable? Those guys. Leslie Tarkin says, at Fake Wizards Live, this is a really good question I wanted to answer. Will Masters of the Universe have a better opening weekend than Mandalorian and Grok? The answer is probably not. And that's sad. Okay. I don't want Masters. We talked about this on Culture Crossfire. I said this kind of on FNT. I'm going to talk about it a lot now, and I'll stand by it, because if I got to eat crow afterwards, I don't care. If Mandalorian, if Masters of the Universe is a good movie, we need to support it. If it's a good movie, we need to go see it, okay? I know Jared Leto's in it. He seems to be doing a Skeletor, okay? If it's good, if it's good, it is our job to support it. Do you know why? Because if we support it, then they'll make more of them. Then they'll make Thundercats. Then they'll start making more movies that are more aligned with our values, which are heroic values. I see you guys in the chat yelling at me. That's fine. That's fine. It's got to be good. If it's bad, I will be the first to say it's bad. I am not shilling for it. I'm literally saying, wait for it to come out. Tom and I are going to see it the very first showing. I think it might be okay. This is a really good comment. And made by Amazon. Do you know what else? Do you know what else was distributed by Amazon? So Masters of the Universe is Amazon. You know what else is Amazon from this year? Project Hail Mary. Project Hail Mary, that's Amazon. Sheep Detectives, also Amazon. Those movies are bangers, dude. Those movies are bangers.
Yeah.
It's Masters of the Universe it might hit you guys.
It's the caveat of if it's good, go see it. If it's bad, don't see it. We're not saying you need to be there day one in the no, that's not what we're saying. If it's good, we got to see it.
Is this a High Guard-esque take?
Oh, I hope. Well, that's.
Is this a High Guard-esque take? No. High Guard. They were like, we played it. It's the greatest game ever. It's going to save lives. High Guard's going to cure cancer. You guys. No, we're not saying that at all. We're saying, like, if it's good. See this right here. Shout out to Ryan for a 2. Says, if Masters of the Universe is good, I plan on seeing it at least 3 times. That's the attitude that I have. Okay, thank you. That is exactly what I mean. If it's good, I will see it multiple times. That's what I mean. That's it. Wait a second. Tiger King Rex Carter says, you know why Sheep Detectives was good? It's not a beloved IP they can plunder. Actually, it's adapted from a book.
But
both of those, Hail Mary and Sheep Detectives, are from a book.
But also, it being a new thing isn't the reason why it's good. It's just it was a good movie. That's why it's good.
But Amazon also made the Boys finale. So that's a really great point. They also made Rings of Power. They're not off the hook. I'm not glazing for Amazon here. I'm just saying, Jeff Bezos and Amazon, they understand that something has gone wrong with their television business. They've kind of talked about this. And now they are trying to, okay, Amazon wants to make money forever, and they don't want just a little bit of money. They want all the money. And Amazon doesn't care about 30 and 40-year-olds anymore. They want Gen Alpha. Amazon has realized that kids, Gen Alpha is the most important demographic right now. And they have realized we got to get the kids to watch our movies. But the kids, these kids are based. These kids are based as hell. They come home and they say they use the slurs in front of their parents again. Like,
oh my
yikes,
gosh.
Man. And their parents are like, we hear, you said what? And it's like, wow, the stuff that a few years ago kids were canceling each other for, these kids are saying again. And Amazon has recognized that. And so they're shipping movies because they're trying to capture the Gen Alpha generation. Okay. Which also means, like, when we talk about the upcoming 007, the upcoming 007 movie, it's not made for us. It's not made for me and Tom. It's not made for me and you. It's not really made for you. Do you know who it's made for? Based Gen Alpha kids. That's who it's going to be made for. So I think that's, in a lot of ways, that's a little encouraging. I think that's a little encouraging.
It's something of, okay, maybe there is a little bit of hope. Maybe there's a little bit of hope. We have to see it to believe it, but maybe there is something to look forward to.
It's not over yet. But, Tom, are you ready to go?
I am. Let me just take this down and let's get into it. All right. All right, we have here the Bath & Body Works Mandalorian and Grogu collab. But did you know that Bath & Body Works was not the only collab that they did with this movie? It was one of many. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go through and we're going to rank all of the different collabs of the Mandalorian and Grogu, starting off with the Bath & Body Works collection. Now, you have the 2 cents. They also added more things since the last time we've been on here.
They added a Mythosaur messenger bag.
There's member exclusive things.
Oh,
and there's
no!
we've looked at this before in other streams, and there's some issues that we kind of need to address with it.
Dude,
there's a considerable
on the Mythosaur bag.
We missed out on the it's loading in. We missed out on the Ice Planet member exclusive candle because it is also sold out. As well as the This Is the Way Dop Kit member exclusive and the Nightlight and the sponge is gone. It's sold out. It is sold.
We missed the Grogu loofah.
We missed the loofah. We missed the pocket back holder.
Now.
Oh, that's a choice.
If I can't use the Grogu loofah, there's nothing else to live for, Tom.
I imagine a specific individual crossing their arms. If I can't shower with my Grogu loofah, I might as well not shower at all. And they are the person who... That is an individual, when you go to a card store, you go, yeesh, something died.
Oh no.
Oh, okay. Well,
All right.
So part of it is if the chat doesn't know, if y'all don't know, we did pick up the Force Flow and Bounty Hunter scented soaps.
Yes.
What is your review for the? Let's do it one at a time. Bounty Hunter. What's your
Bounty
thoughts on the Bounty Hunter?
Okay, so this one is stinky. It lingers on your hands for a long time. It is the equivalent of a man's Yankee Candle cologne. Okay, like it's a cologne, but like how Yankee Candle does candles that they think are for guys, and they just smell like colognes, right? But they're not good colognes. They're like the ones that are a little bit more pungent. And then this stuff sticks to your hands for a long time. It's like a D. It's like a D of a soap. I would much rather use because also I should also say that we're pretty free and clear with cleaning product. We don't really like the fragrance stuff. I don't use it here. We don't, the laundry detergent. We don't use the stuff that smells. We use all of the scented free, right?
Yeah.
We got a lot of family that can't handle all of the smells. So it's like, so we just don't use them ourselves. We just use all the regular cleaning stuff.
Yeah.
So there's that. And then Force Flow. I think Force Flow is all right. I think Force Flow is a B. I think Force Flow is a B.
You're going to give Force Flow a B?
I think it's a B. It's kind of like, I think it's a B, whereas the Bounty Hunter is a D.
Both of these scents have just the mall fragrance scent underlying tone to them. If you walked into a Bath and Body Works, all of the smells kind of converge into one, and there's just like a very solid undertone of like artificial chemical smell. This has it. But overall, almost all of the items are based in these two scents. You got the Force Flow candle, you got the Bounty Hunter candle, and then other merchandise around it. We didn't know about Ice Planet. Maybe coming later is going to be the Ice Planet scent. But as a whole, where do you rank the Bath and Body Works collection?
Oh, it's a D.
You think it's a D?
I think overall it's a D because, all right, well, firstly, just talk Bath and Body Works, right? Most of the Bath and Body Works stuff is really stinky. It's really smelly. It's also not good for you. I know Bath and Body Works has been in there's been like kind of lawsuits about it. There's been doctors coming out, the science has been done. And a lot of this stuff is not good for you. The candles are not good for you to be breathing in all of the time. Actually, this is a very good question. Shouldn't there be an F tier? Can we get an F tier on here? Because just in case we need it, right? I prefer, like, the hand soaps are okay, but I'm giving Bath and Body Works' promo a D here because of the way that they announced it, the way they set it up. They had no balls. All right, they had no courage with this promotion. They just marketed it as if we have Star Wars. And Bath and Body Works is predominantly a feminine branded store. Do they have men's products there? Yes. But name a single straight man who's going to Bath and Body Works for soap. Okay? It's not happening. Now, we know, I know women that have gone and purchased this stuff thinking that it was more of a unisex product. It's not. These are for guys. But they don't tell you they're for guys because they refuse to acknowledge that these are products for men. And then on top of, okay, well then compound that with the fact of how many men are buying hands. Okay, other than me, but how many men are actually going out of their way to buy Star Wars hand soap? Okay, well, at Bath and Body Works. Like, this is the dumbest promo, and that's why it's so jarring. It is a man's product at a female store that they refuse to tell you is a man's product at a female store.
I feel like you should mention that the reason why you bought them is because you kind of dared. You basically told someone, bet I will buy whatever you buy.
Okay, yeah, that is true. I did make a deal with somebody who said that who like made the joke that they were going to go and buy this stuff, and I said I'll get whatever you get. Well, it turns out they went and got a bunch of stuff, so I had to go and stay to my word. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't consciously go, oh, we have to go buy the Mandalorian and Grogu Force Flow. No, it was out of agreement that it was mutual destruction. Okay,
It was
you know.
mutual destruction. Yeah, but
So
I think it's a D.
I will concede giving it a D grade. I don't know. I was gonna say maybe I don't think they're that bad. I don't think the scents are that bad, but it's okay. It's okay. So we got that. Next we have Schick razor blades.
Why?
So you could get the Mandalorian, reusable, where you could take out the things, or you have baby Yoda Grogu disposable razors, Mandalorian themed.
I hate this.
You have so much contempt in your heart right now. I see it on your face.
I hate this.
You don't like the Schick bounty hunter?
No.
You don't like... Look, there he is. He doesn't look like he's happy about it either.
Why? Okay. If you're going to make toys, that's fine. You could play with the toys. In the same thing of why is there a... Okay,
Whoa.
They were able to create the market brand around the soap, right? So it was a bounty hunter soap. So it's like, this is what Din Djarin's soap is, okay? Why? We don't see his face. Actually, he is kind of well-groomed, right? He does have a mustache.
This is the way... The slogan here, this is the way to a smooth shave. That's how he has such a well-sculpted mustache. He's using Schick razors.
Throw it into a volcano. I hate this.
Are you giving it an F? Is this F tier?
I have nothing nice to say about this. I almost want to abstain from judging because I didn't know this was a thing until right now, Tom.
Okay. Here's something I will say. When I was a young man, finally getting to the age where I had to start shaving my facial hair, one of my first razors was a Rogue One, gift set at from Walmart, but it was specifically because it was around the Christmas time, around all that. So I don't necessarily have that big of an issue with themed handles that badly, but unfortunately that goes into the whole key jangle merchandising of if we slap this character on it, people will buy it. And for that reason, I'm okay giving it an F if you want to give it an F, if you're that upset about it.
I don't know why this is a thing.
I'm just gonna put it in F. We'll come
I think
back
it's
to
an
it.
F. I'm sad after seeing that one. We can only go up from here.
Well, it's okay because we got a ton of different ones. Then we got Casio G-Shock. I have a Casio watch. You got the Mandalorian and Grogu watches. So you got the G Steel where it's the Mandalorian. You were not prepared for what was going to be on here at all. You were not prepared. Holy crap.
Tom, when you said we're gonna do a tier list of the merchandise for the Mandalorian and Grogu, I thought it was gonna be the Bath and Body Works soaps and the Burger King meal, and we were gonna break down all the items in the Burger King meal. I didn't know
there's so much.
We were doing G-Shock watches and Schick razors.
Buddy, you don't know what's coming.
Jesus Christ needs to come back now. Okay?
For $220, you can get the G-Shock G-Steel Mandalorian watch.
I don't want it. Show the other one. Show the green one, because that looks fine.
Baby,
look at this.
Whoa. What do you mean you think the green one looks better than the steel one?
No, I think it looks terrible. No, the steel one looks fine. This green one looks stupid.
Baby G. Baby
Baby
G.
G.
If you meet a person and they have the green Grogu Baby G Shock watch on, run. Run. They're
You understand
that person,
the economy we live in?
that
Who's
person,
got money for Baby G Casio G-Shock watch?
that person is not going to be good for you in your life. You need to run as fast as you can. You go on a date and they got the baby. Look at him there. Look at him. It's digital.
What are we doing here, man?
It's digital. Baby
Why?
G. Small but mighty. A striking green design that's perfect. The perfect homage to Grogu. Would you say it's a perfect homage to Grogu?
Oh no! Listen,
Display your bounty. Don't you want to? Don't.
Oh,
Come
no.
on, when you bring a fair maiden around and you have the two watches
A
on
fair
your,
maiden?
a fair maiden around on your
and she's gonna say you're small but mighty. Are you kidding?
That is the mindset of this person. Why would you would the idea of someone displaying this on their like dresser or shelf in this style, the Baby G Shock. See,
They must have made like three of these.
Okay. Here. I'm gonna be honest. I don't have a problem with this one. It's a silver watch.
No, that's okay.
It's a silver watch. This one I think is pretty good. There's not like looking at the design, there is not a lot that would actually allude to it being Star Wars at all. And for that, I have to give it credit. I would have given this maybe like a B. I'd maybe even give it an A. I think it's a nice looking watch. I don't think it's that bad. However, Baby G, unfortunately, I think plummets this like straight down. It goes
kills
to
it.
It goes to an F.
You have effed yourself. G-Shock, you effed yourself. We had something great. We had something great with that first watch, and Baby G ruined it.
So,
small but mighty, please.
Well, maybe Foss has got some. Okay. So we got Vera Bradley. I think I must have mixed it around, but the Grogu medallion. Vera Bradley's got the Grogu medallion collection. Isn't he cute? Look how cute he is. Look at him.
How much are these? You got to zoom in on them.
$165 for the Bancroft backpack. $155 for the Star Wars small original Vera tote. Oh, the Star Wars Becker camera bag crossbody.
What about this is Star Wars at all?
It's Grogu. Look at him. Galactic Craving Grogu.
Galactic Craving Grogu?
Because look, he's got the cookies. Don't you want this? Don't you want to buy this, huh? Don't you just love Star Wars? When you think Star Wars, you think of the little green guy running around, don't you? Don't you want to buy bags for your girlfriend who's going to go, "Oh, thanks.
I'm leaving you."
She's going to put it in her closet and she's going to see another man. That's what's going to happen if you buy your significant other the Vera Bradley Grogu collection. What are we thinking? Are you thinking I don't think it's an F. I think it's actually I lie.
Okay.
I lie. I think this is an F. I really do.
No, I don't think it's an F. You know why? This is maybe, you know what? Go up to the first one and click on the backpack there. Click on the backpack, and you got to zoom in for us here so we can actually see what the pattern is. So tap to zoom. Oh no.
No, it's work. It's actually work.
It's actually.
Oh no. There's
popping out.
There's little Babu freaks. Okay, that's going.
Do you know who this is for? Do you know who this set is for? Not normal people. It's not normal people. This is for, and I'm going to say this as nicely as I possibly can. I don't mean any. This is for the plus size park hoppers.
No, actually, you're wrong.
And I'm not saying that to
no,
be mean.
no.
This is the kind of stuff they would love. Okay, we see their videos, right? This is the people that make Disney content in the parks.
I normally I would agree with you. However, the plus-sized park hoppers are almost like entirely based around lounge flies. All of them are lounge fly bags. This isn't lounge fly.
But
it's trying to.
I
agree
to
with
capture
you.
that.
It's trying to go after that, but they are like, for the most part, they are like locked into doing, because Loungefly has that like collectability to it where it's like, oh, they're worth something. They're not going to be worth anything in a couple of years. I don't think they're worth anything now.
Is this a diaper bag? This looks like a diaper bag.
I'm scared to hit escape because this is like my
Who
full
is
screen.
carrying the ugly Grogu Babu Frick diaper bag?
There he is. He's eating a frog.
All right, you got to go back to the shop page.
Yeah. Where are we thinking? Here's what I'll say. The design of it pisses me off. That's
The
one.
design of it's awful. I
The
wanted to
design pisses me off.
See, I wanted to empathize with it and be like, well, this is factually for a specific demographic of people. But like you made a good point, the lounge flies fit the Disney content creators, right? They go for the lounge flies. So then I'm like, okay, well, it looks like a diaper bag. And then it's like, what mom and dad in their right mind are going to want to carry around this ugly thing?
I'm bringing it back up.
So ugly.
I'm bringing it back up. It's actually more egregious because I don't know why it's not showing the prices now. But if we click on
like
the Bancroft
$165.
backpack, it's $165. $165 for that? Come on.
Oh,
come on. What's the review say? Love it.
5
Love
star.
this. It's spacious. The print is adorable. Inside and out, very sturdy.
Oh. I mean, look, do we have, you know what, Tom? I think we're going to put this one on hold. We got a lot of people watching here, and I'm going to let them vote. And I'm going to let we're going to hear from you.
The people.
The people. All right, here we go. I'm making a poll. We're starting a poll.
And to be fair, this is the entire collection. It is the entire collection. You know, it's not just that.
All right. Well, what are the ranges we're gonna let? You know what? We're just gonna let people vote.
Yeah.
What rating is the Vera Bradley collab? Okay. And how many options do I get? We're gonna put F. We're gonna put D. I don't think. Do we have S tier on there at all?
There is. I don't
think.
think.
A, B, C, D,
hold
F.
on.
We're not putting
You
it.
know, yeah.
It's
definitely not an
okay.
S. If you put S, you're lying.
It's a B or a C. All right, here we go. The poll has just been out. We're gonna let the people vote, and we'll come back around. We'll let you guys decide because, yikes, dude.
Well, continuing on our wonderful journey, we have Pandora charms. You could get the little Grogu for $105. This is just the bead. I believe you get this, but this is just the bead.
Grogu charm by Pandora, Star Wars Mandalorian. So Pandora,
it's a fully sculpted figural Grogu bead charm, 14K rose gold plated, black enamel accents. It's inspired by the Disney Plus series Star Wars The Mandalorian. It's part of the Disney Parks Pandora jewelry collection.
And this is new? Oh, yeah, it says new on there.
Yeah.
This is a new product. Look, Pandora has been working with Disney for a long time. Actually, this is the Disney Store website. But Pandora has been doing this for a while, right? I just looked at the poll. You guys are funny. Look, this has been going on for a while, right? Where Pandora's been doing this stuff. I don't hate this as much, and I'm kind of being a little bit more forgiving with it because like they do it with all of the like it's a Pandora has been doing this forever with Star Wars for like over 10 years. They've been doing Star Wars promos, but this isn't cute at all. I actually think it looks more like an alien. It doesn't look like Yoda. It doesn't look like Grogu. It looks like an alien. So right on that. I mean, could you just like let's just play this out, right? You get this as a gift, you know, for your girlfriend, your wife. What do you expect her to say unless she is a super diehard Disney shill? You know, like if you gave this to a regular person who just happened to like Star Wars like a little bit, what do you think their reaction would be?
But the problem is that like I feel like as we're going through these items, we kind of have that like mindset of it's like who the hell is buying this?
Yeah,
There
who's
are
this for?
the very heavy Disney park people who throw all of the money into going into the parks, just spending all amounts of money for Disney product. I think if you gave this to somebody who was this, they'd go, "Oh, it's a little Grogu. Oh my gosh, I love little Grogu. Oh my gosh, thank you. I didn't get you anything."
Her reaction. So we breaking up?
Yeah. I think to a normal person, it will be
This
thanks?
is a Disney shill product, but it knows who it's for. It's not trying to take advantage of just regular normal folks. I think it's a C because at least it's targeted towards somebody. It's targeted to a specific demographic. It's not an A or B because that is an ugly little alien.
Very much,
But
so.
it's a C. I think that's fair.
I think that is fair.
I think we call balls and strikes.
I
think we're fair. Yes or yes.
Then all right, next on. Shut up. Also exclusive on the Disney Store, The Mandalorian and Grogu Squishmallows plush set, Star Wars exclusive. This is for the movie. You get look at little Grogu. He's got his little chest plate.
Why does he have rabbit ears?
A collector's box. Wow.
Oh my gosh, I hate everything about this. But go back to the images where he's got rabbit ears. Why the ears?
I think it's just the way that it's. These look like they're like this big. They look small.
Why are we buying
small.
plushies in collector's boxes? It is a plushie.
Ready? Here's the thing. Squishmallows are supposed to be pillows. They're supposed to be pillows. That's what they are. They're just themed pillows. You know. If you look here, he's like sequined.
So you can't even put your head on that.
So it's not going to be comfortable to like put your head on. This is supposed to just go in your shelf of other garbage. It's going to go to the landfill because it's not worth anything. I don't know if I'd give it an F because like they do toy stuff. They do toy stuff. It's a kid's thing. They would have toy stuff like this. I think it's a D. I don't think it'd be an F. I think it's a D. What's the pricing on it? What's pricing on it?
It's $35.
I don't know.
No.
Right.
Okay, so, but we gotta. My hatred of this is I hate the Squishmallows thing because they're not pillows, but they should be pillows. They're plush toys, but because they've used the brand to become a kind of a whole real like premium product, like I think that's stupid. Right? That's just me personally. I think it's stupid. Whereas we used to have, and Disney did a partnership with them, the Tsum Tsums. Okay, I like the Tsum Tsums. You know why? They make good pillows. The big ones. It's a plushie, and the big ones. Yeah. The little ones are stupid. The big ones are good pillows. You can actually lay on those, and it's like, hey, here's my Jabba the Hutt pillow to Tsum Tsum, and it's like the size of a normal pillow on your bed.
Yeah.
You know, you could put it on your couch, and you're like, yeah, it's a pillow, it's a couch pillow, and it's also a Jabba the Hutt. Like that was okay. They don't have those anymore. This scroll up here. This is not comfy, as you pointed out. It's got stuff on it to make it not a pillow. The
It's
little
shiny.
one has rabbit ears. I hate everything about this, Tom.
All right. Well, does that hatred lead you to a F or
I think it's a D.
higher?
I think it's a D because I need to put because it's not functional as a pillowed product. It is not functional as a squishy product because of what they've done with it. Okay.
I can't argue with that logic at all.
It's a squishy product that comes in a collector's box. This is stupid. Why are we're putting Squishmallows on the shelf now?
We got Ruggable. Don't you like rugs? Don't you want a Star Wars themed rug on your floor?
You
maybe
gotta
in the
be
kitchen.
joking.
Maybe. And so
Holy crap, dude.
part of this is they already have a collection going with Star Wars. You see, it's X-Wings. But so the one specifically is there's a Grogu one, you know, where the it's the little heads or the ears. There's different colors. It's backed by popular demand.
How much is this?
$549.
I hate everything. I hate it all. I hate
Oh,
everyone.
but there's different sizes. Hold on. There's different sizes. What if we want?
You
all
got to
this is
zoom in a lot.
This is a 6
Like,
foot by 9 foot.
Yeah, there you go. Much better. Now we can see.
So
that's a
biggest
6 by
size-
9.
Yeah, 6 by 9 is $549.
You got to be kidding me, dude. Oh my gosh.
Let's see. Is there any other? Oh, you get the Mickey ones. Oh, they're all right. Well, maybe you just don't like Grogu. What if we look at the?
This?
Oh, look, there's all the
Who is
all the
buying
different
this?
symbols.
Who is this
Look,
for?
It's the Mythosaur symbol and the owl symbol and the rebel symbol.
I'm having Tom, I'm freaking out right now. I think I'm having a panic attack. Who's buying this, Tom?
Wizard, it's okay. It's not $549. It's $439.20. We can get it at a discount.
Who's it for?
It's for homeowners who don't know how economics work, and they are going to be they are going to lose their houses in the incoming housing bubble. Unfortunately, that is who this is for. That is who this is for.
Who's buying this?
I don't know about you guys, but I think this is probably a solid C. This is a C.
How is
you know
it a
what?
C?
You know it's a C because if you come in, it's a C because you know what? You know, just like the G-Shock watch, you know if you walk into somebody's house who has that rug, you know to get out of there. You know to get out of there. If you see this rug, the Mandalorian print rug in someone's living room, you know I gotta get out of here.
Wait. So it's not good on the premise of what it is, but it is a signal to people that see it to run.
Yes.
And therefore it's okay?
Yes.
I can't argue with that. It's like
See?
it's like the animal kingdom kind of thing where it's when you see that your brain should go off that something is wrong and you need to run. And then the last thing you see before it's all too late is you see the little kid come running out of the room wearing the baby G watch. Man.
Oh man.
What?
Yeah, no, this rug should kick in your fight or flight instincts. You see the Mandalorian rug and you need to get out. You know the movie Get Out? You got to get out.
You got to get out of there. Yeah. Yeah, could you imagine? Just imagine like you go on a first date or a couple dates in and you go back to the house and you're looking at, maybe you're just looking around and you notice like you just look at the floor and you're like, is that Grogu in the rug? Is that Grogu in the carpet?
All I'm saying is
And I think that's your key to run.
what you're saying is that the movie Get Out with Daniel Kaluuya would be a better film if instead of them trying to steal his body, it was he walked into a room and he saw they had a Grogu carpet and went,
have a?
I gotta get out of here.
Is that a carpet made out of Mickey heads?
Is that the Mandalorian helmet?
Is that a ruggable?
Beat of sweat starts coming down.
Is that? Yeah, if you walk into a house that has this, you're in a horror movie.
No, I think
No way,
yeah,
man.
that's a C. That is a C. All right,
That's a
next on
C.
the list, the Lego Mandalorian collab. You know, the Lego. We got the Lego sets.
Finally,
Legos,
something
we
good.
like Legos. We like Legos.
Finally.
I have a problem with this set. I have a problem with these sets. Let me.
Okay, what do you got? What's the problem?
Let me zoom in. You know how there was such cool action set pieces in this film that you're like, I want to display that on my shelf.
Okay.
There's not. There are no action set pieces that are cool that I'd want to display on my shelf. What do we have here? We have the AT-RT. Remember in the opening scene? That was fun, right? I would not. I don't care about. Oh, Sigourney Weaver's X-wing. Yeah, that's cool, right? I don't care about that.
But the ships are cool. The ships are cool.
The ships are cool. I'm not saying that this. I'm not saying that this is. Oh, this is bad. I'm just saying these are kind of lame sets.
Well, I don't. I'm gonna have to argue with you on that. That's the X-wing. That is the X-wing, just a little blue. Oh, that's funny. It's the Babu Frick ship.
The Babu Freak ship. And you got a Grogu, $130 for the CMS Grogu. So I think I don't know. I think I'm a little salty that it's just like I don't. None of these are like, oh yeah, this is really cool. Like, yeah, they're neat, but I think there's better X-wings.
Look, we got to call balls and strikes. Okay.
Okay.
That's
all
an
right.
X-wing. That is the Razor's crest. It's just got the little yellow in it. I don't really, it's the Grogu, and you know what? I don't hate that. It's the little ship because it's drawn to scale, right, of the little Babu Fricks.
I will concede.
And now,
to
your
Babu
credit,
Freak ship.
I
I will concede to the Babu Freak ship. Okay.
You're correct, but we need to reframe what you're saying. What you're seeing is it's just ships. I mean, the build of Grogu, like we've gotten a whole bunch of build of Grogus, right?
Yeah.
You're saying there's no set pieces, and you're correct. There are no set pieces because the set pieces are all crap. I think they use that to their advantage. They just shipped the ships, which have always been cool in Lego. So I think that's okay.
I will concede to that. Yeah, I cannot argue with that logic. I will.
I think that's an A.
I would give it an A. I'm okay with it being.
I think it's an A. It's got good ships, I'm not happy with Lego and the pricing on Legos. I think the price of Legos is absurd, but it's kind of always been absurd. But it is an A because that is an X-wing, and the X-wing has always been cool.
Where are we on the Vera Bradley?
That's a really good question. So checking in with you guys back at home, get your votes in now. On the what rating is the Vera Bradley collab? Right now, there is one very dominant winner, but I'm going to play a clip. You got to get your vote in. When that clip is done, the poll is done. So let's go. Okay. And coming in, 52% of the vote.
Whoa.
F.
52 F.
Yeah, 52% of the vote said it's an F. 21% said it was D. 17% said it was C, and only 10% said it was B. Tom, throw Vera Bradley into the F.
Throw it into the fire.
Yeah.
Well, now you have it. Now we have it. Most of this is not the Lego collection. Ranking high. Granted, it's Legos. Everyone loves. We just talked about Lego Batman for a good amount of time. Next on the list is Awala. Got the Awala Grogu Star Wars free sip sway insulated stainless steel water bottle with two-way spout, built-in straw and bucket handle, made for travel, school, and sports. Don't you want the Grogu? Look at him. He's reaching for butterflies. Don't you want to walk around with the Grogu water bottle?
I feel nothing for this.
I don't have an issue with it. I'm
just happy they misspelled Grogu.
Where did they misspell Grogu?
Gro capital Gu at the bottom.
Oh, Grogu. Grogu. Like ragu.
Grogu.
That's French Grogu. But maybe you don't want Grogu. Maybe you want Darth Vader. Ooh. Is that doing it for you? Do you want that?
I used to.
Look,
want that.
The straw is red.
Oh, I should take that back. I'm not like over. Like, it's cool, but I wouldn't spend $40 on it. But I would also never really like use it. Like, I don't care for it.
Okay.
I have no emotional connection to that.
I don't know how expensive Awala bottles normally are. So that's where I feel like this is in the range of that. It's not a bad product. It's not a bad product. It's just they threw the wrapping on it. So for this, I'd give this a B.
I would agree with you. I think it's a B. I like that it's Vader. I almost would give it an A because it's got the Falcon, it's got Vader. It's not really the Mandalorian and Grogu. It's kind of just Star Wars, which is a smarter business move, big time. You put like the most moneymaker kind of products on there.
I didn't understand why the Millennium Falcon was $5 more, but it glows in the dark.
That's worth $5, Tom. That is $5 more.
That is $5 more.
Completely justified.
I don't think
$5 more.
I don't think it bumps it into being an A, but I think it is fine for this to be a B.
I'm okay with
I
the
think
B.
I think it's fair.
That looks like the kind of crap you'd find in a Hallmark store.
Exactly.
And I wouldn't buy it then.
I feel like if you found this at like Target for like $10, I don't know. I still don't know if I would buy it.
Oh, $10, and then now we're talking $40. Get the heck out of here, dude.
Yeah. So that's the water bottle. What do we got next? Oh, our favorite. We got the whatever this place's name is. The
Olive and June.
Olive and June.
Nail polish.
The Navarro Glaze, Razor Crest Refresh, Neon Streets Haze, Signet Pink, Hollow Glitter.
Man.
The summer polish.
I think we finally got an S. We finally got an S tier. You know why? The Force is female. Okay, Star Wars is female. It's for women, right? It's not for guys. Star Wars is not for guys anymore. This is an S tier product.
Look at
I think this is incredible. Yes, dude. Yes.
I want to press Grogu on my nail.
Yeah, dude. Yes. 100%. You know who wears this, Tom? Do you know who wears this product? The same Disney shill that has the Grogu ruggable.
So does it belong in the same tier as the Grogu ruggable?
No.
Do you?
Look, I look, for full transparency, I was joking about the S. I was full of crap. I lied to you, and I'm sorry. I think this.
The wizard apology. You got to pull the ukulele. You got to pull the ukulele out. It's not convincing. You're not the ukulele, all right?
Yeah. Wizard, you wear these? No.
His nails are popping. Yeah.
Popping. Yeah. No. I don't. I mean, I understand why, and I said like the Force is female. That was a joke. Disney and Star Wars have turned Star Wars from a boy brand into a girl brand, and now they are trying to find a middle road where it's for everybody of all ages, all the time, always. It is not working. And shipping that as, look, the reason why things feel so disjointed right now, like why the Bath and Body Works thing feels so weird, it's like, well, hey, Star Wars had soaps before. You used to be able to get a Jar Jar head with like a little nozzle on it that you'd pump and shampoo would come out of his mouth. And it was silly. It was weird. But it was also for guys. It was silly and weird for little boys. It was nearly always products for little boys or like just boys in general because it was a boy brand. And now it's being shipped on everything for everybody and it's for nobody.
There's you said it. And I want to hone in on it. It's for little boys. It's for kids. It's for young kids. Almost everything on this list is not for children. Two of the things, Lego and Squishmallows is the only thing that I would like consider are for kids. Awala is an adult-sized water bottle. Ruggable is for people who have houses. Your kids aren't shaven yet. They got to get into their teen years for that. G-Shock. The Baby G is not a child-sized watch. It's an adult-sized watch. Vera Bradley, Pandora, kids don't shop at Bath and Body Works. Parents shop at Bath and Body Works.
Oh, did I get to the thesis of the point of why we're doing this? Is because it's all for kids. Like all of this was supposed to be for kids. Now it's not. Like now it's not at all. I would say that only because I think the promotion on that one has been better than most of the others. That might be a D for what it's for. Like. Maybe just for its marketing. But as far as like a Star Wars promo, it shouldn't exist.
Olive and June, you think D?
I think it's a D.
Okay, see, the big thing is that there are people, I think it's a C.
Olive and June nails?
I think Olive and June, because, all right, here's the one thing is like going back into the whole, like, what actually is it? The nail polish, if someone goes to Olive and June and likes the color, are they buying it because it's Mandalorian and Grogu, or are they buying it because they like the color?
I think that's a question we wouldn't be able to answer because we're two guys that are streaming about Star Wars products on a Sunday night.
But under that like philosophy or like mindset, that's where I feel like I'd be with the tie into the Mandalorian Grogu, it brings it down to a C. I don't think it brings it down to a D.
But you're also saying that the colors don't necessarily have to be Star Wars in order for them to be effective, and in which case, that's better than most of the products on there. I would give it to you. We could say it's C because of the colors. Maybe not the press-on nails, but all the nail polishes they got because they're functional without being Star Wars related. I would allow that. That makes sense.
Okay, this is the Grogu Get a Mini Droid. It is $2,875.
What is this?
This is like a little droid. Like this is a robot that carries your stuff that you walk around and it follows you.
Do you put a baby in this?
No, you put things in it. The Grogu get a so the normal item.
I'm having whiplash right now, Tom. We were just talking about nail polish and razors. Now you're talking about robots.
It's called like Get-A something. So this is a mini version of it. So the Grogu Get-A Mini is a cargo carrying, following robot inspired by Grogu's pram in Star Wars: The Mandalorian on Disney+. This robot is equipped. Also, something that I really do want to take note of. Several of the items that we've looked at are not Mandalorian, even though it was released in the time window that was supposed to be tied to the Mandalorian and Grogu. All of it is it's inspired by Star Wars: The Mandalorian and Grogu on Disney+.
Yeah, Star Wars Mandalorian on Disney+. Yes.
Yeah. This robot is equipped with cameras and sensors that allow it to identify its leader and follow them with ease. The Grogu Get-A Mini has enough space to carry up to 20 pounds of your gear on all your daily journeys. Now, this was not made exclusively. This was not made exclusively for.
Holds 20 pounds. That's it.
So this is something. This is like an item that you can get normally. This is just the reskin for Star Wars. Let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna let me bring this down. Let me see if I can get the normal, like the regular product page of what this stuff is up to show off.
It's a $3,000 toilet you got following you around.
Let's see. Get a.
Who is this for? I've never heard of this, Tom. What is a Get a Mini? Why? The first thing I thought of was like, this is for the Wally people to not carry their bags. Am I correct in that assessment?
You're not wrong. Let's pull it up here. So this is the Get a Plus. This is the actual page. Get a Plus is our larger cargo carrying robot that can carry up to 40 pounds with an advanced array of. Whoa, hold on a second.
What?
So this is the Get a Mini. This is the Get a Plus. Why is it $400 more? Why is the smaller one?
It's got Star Wars on it.
The Star Wars branding brings it to $400 more dollars.
Yes. Yes.
Do they only
Yes,
have those? They only have those two. Wait, is there? Okay, maybe there's like a non-Grogu version. Is there a non-Grogu version?
Who is buying? Who is this for? I need to understand what the Get a Mini. I didn't know this product existed.
What the hell?
What?
Grogu literally bumps it up by $400. It's normal. It's
Yes.
like $28.75, but then it's $24.70.
Yes. This is an F. On that premise alone, it's $400 extra. Could you imagine? Firstly, buying this silly little product for $3,000, and you're paying $400 more because it's got Grogu on it. This is for people that already have a yacht and have too much money. They don't know what to do with it.
If I understand correctly, because the way that this is marketed, I don't, at first I was thinking like, okay, maybe this is something for people that may have like physical disabilities.
Okay, well, that's not how it's being marketed.
That's exactly what I was about to say. None of this is marketing that it's like, hey, this is to help people who, this is to help people give their, make their lives a little bit easier. It's marketed as just like, oh yeah, just, bring it out with the kids so you don't have to carry things. Bring it out around with you. Look, it's just going to follow you.
All right, okay. So the Get a Mini, I just Googled who is this for, and it says here the Get a Mini is designed for city dwellers, suburban pedestrians, and individuals who want to replace short car trips. So like,
wait, hold on.
I have no words, Tom. This seems like it's like a robotic future. Like this is an Elon Musk product. Like this is a Tesla product, but it's $3,000 and it only carries $20. And what happens if it stops working and you got to pick it up and then carry it by hand? Is there a handle like you can just drag it and go analog with it? And why is it $400 more for the Grogu version? This is a mega F.
It's a mega F. Screw you, Gita.
Oh my gosh, dude. I thought we were done with the Vera Bradley with the diaper bag. Like that was it.
No. Unfortunately not. Hold on. Let me just pull these guys. I'm trying to make sure because I think.
Also, I sent you one.
I know you sent me one, but I'm trying to look because I think I'm missing some of the. I'm missing one or two. Hold on.
While you pull that up, you're just the pores.
Hey.
I guess, man. I mean, material girl in a material world. Yeah, better make sure you have a flat path. Like, okay, what if we got to go down a hill? Cities have hills. Can it keep up? Will it be able to handle the hill?
That you're asking great questions.
What if I'm running up that hill? What if it's Stranger Things?
Oh, I hope it's not. I really hope it's not. But I think I think it's a mega F. It very much belongs in the mega F category. A category we needed to make specifically for it. It belongs in there because it is egregious.
Crap, dude.
It you know what? It insists upon itself. The fact that it's $400 more just because it is more expensive than the premium big version, just because it has a little Grogu on it.
According to an article I just found, it can't handle sidewalks. Mega F.
That's amazing. That is mega F.
My gut says that this was made by a company that was funded like angel investors, Silicon Valley. Like we sniff our own farts, and they made this pile of shit, and they think they're like really special for making this. This is whoever made this is so up Elon Musk's ass of thinking like robotics is the future, and we got to make this. We're gonna make this little thing that walks on the street with you. I saw Wall-E and I want to live there. That's what this is.
It looks like something that would have been on Kickstarter. That even though it overwhelmingly succeeded, never gets shipped out.
It's not a real product.
It's not a real product. Absolutely,
it's a fantasy product.
Getting back to, because I had to pull it up. More watches from Fossil this time. From Fossil this time. So we got the Beskar, Mandalorian. I think we could just switch between them. Let's pull it up. Ah, perfect. So you got the limited edition Star Wars Mandalorian Everett watch set. So you could either get I do not want your 15%. Get out of here. You could get this one, unlike the other silver, the G-Shock one. This is very clearly, it's got the mud horn. You got some symbols on there. It's still the big on the back kind of ruined it for me. You don't see that, but it being there upsets me. Oh, and it lights up. Wow. Wowee. $330. And then you have Grogu. Show the Grogu one. For a little bit cheaper, for about $35 cheaper, and and he's got the frogs. Don't you love it? Don't you want this?
No, I don't.
What?
I don't want it.
What?
I don't want it, Tom.
The minute hand is the frog, and the hour hand's a bubble. That's fun. Isn't that fun?
I want it off the screen.
Audience?
I want it to go away. This is stupid. I think it looks terrible. It's hundreds of dollars. Who is this for? Who's buying this, Tom?
You genuinely look crestfallen right now.
Tom, when you said we were going to do product review, I really thought it was going to be like silly fun ha-has. I didn't realize you were going to like the underbelly of capitalism gone wrong.
He's flustered. He can't speak.
He's confused. He can't speak.
He's flabbergasted.
He's sad.
Oh, buddy.
He wants to go home. He's stun locked. That's an F. I think the designs look like shit. They look terrible. I don't like it. I don't want to see it again.
It's okay. It's okay. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. We got something. We got something everyone loves.
Hold it back up on screen. I don't want to see it, Tom.
The Crocs. I'm really curious right now. Okay, so one thing, the Crocs. Anyone can wear Crocs. We had a whole debate about Crocs. I remember you, chat. I remember what you said, saying that the stupid little green aliens are better than my Lightning McQueen Crocs. I always remember it.
Oh no.
There are some. So what was curious is when this released, these were sold out. And they are still at so most of the hyperspace clock. Get out of here. Most of the regular the adult-sized Crocs for the hyperspace ones are still sold out. They are still sold out. You have to join the wait
because they're regular Crocs. They're because they're regular Star Wars. I mean, it's regular original trilogy. That's all it is. That could have been good.
If you take the gibbets off, they're just like a
Space.
Oh, it's got the
Wars.
Never mind. It's got the Star Wars on
Yeah,
the
but
back.
that's still good Star Wars. I give it that would have been an A.
Yeah. Okay.
It might have been an S. What, you lose your placement?
I did. Hold on, we're getting back to it. Hold on, it's fine. We got it. I'm curious here because I see there is reviews for it, and this is coming in at 3-star.
Those look terrible.
Where are the reviews? Where's the reviews here? Reviews. Let's see the reviews.
Oh. What do we got?
Am I blind?
Can we not read them?
Am I
Okay, stop
blind?
moving
Do I
around.
not-
Well, you gotta zoom in because we can't see.
Explore. Oh,
Explore, there
would
it
not
is.
recommend a buy. Cheap rubbish. Design is akin to Din Djarin's Beskar helmet. However, the product is cheaply made with Velcro and plastic heel straps that are not durable, broken completely within a week of normal wear around the house. Don't waste money on this rubbish.
Rubbish.
Wish this product was 3 sizes larger for a top size.
Wow.
Would have loved for this item to be... oh, you're so lame. Would have loved to find this item in a size 16. This is the way. Meaning, this person possibly bought it. I don't know if you can just leave a review without purchasing.
Oh no. That's you definitely bought that.
This was so good. I cannot stop wearing them. But yeah, broken strap after 1 week. Wow. That is like, wow. It is busted.
That's cheap.
That is cheaply made. Wow. These look bad. These look bad. And now seeing the review that they break.
I don't like this, but I did like the hyperspace ones. I think this is a C.
I feel like, okay, with the hyperspace ones feel like something that would have released for like May the 4th, like a regular release. It didn't look like it needed to be tied to this. That being said, it being in this rounded release with the other Crocs, the fact that this one is as ugly as it is and is poorly made, I feel like that's got to be a D tier. It's a bad product.
I can't argue with that. It's a bad product. It's a D tier.
It's bad product. And now, not last. It's not last.
And it's $80.
It is also
and it's $80.
Which is a big shame.
Yeah, I didn't notice that. It's $80 that it breaks easy. Yeah, that's yeah,
bad.
$80. Yes, USD. Yes.
Burger King launches Out of This Galaxy limited time menu inspired by the highly anticipated upcoming movie Mandalorian and Grogu. Does it not have the pictures? I thought it would have. Damn it.
It's okay. We could just talk about it. It's fine. You should just leave it there.
Well, because so there's one other product after this. I'm going to see if I could pull it up after. But this right here was the thing that everyone kind of knows about. Other than the Bath and Body Works collection, the Burger King collection is not a bad collection. It's not a bad collab. In fact, I would argue that out of all of the products that we have reviewed and looked at today, I would say that the Burger King collection is arguably an S tier. Now, to be fair, there's one reason why I think it is an S tier, and that is the Grogu cookie shake. The Grogu cookie shake is just a nice sweet treat to have with your food. It's a nice vanilla cookie shake. It's got little bits you crunch on while you're sipping your shake. The Imperial Cheddar Tots are not bad.
They're not bad.
I'm debating possibly trying the burger again. The first time we got it, it was not good. You know, I'd be willing to maybe give it another chance when they have like because the first time we got the meal. For the first time we got the meal, we ended up getting it like right as it switched to lunch. But by doing so, we're pretty sure that the food that we got had been already pre-made and sitting out for a couple minutes. So by the time that it got back to our place to be eaten, it was bad. Because fast food
Yeah.
has like, you need to eat it right as you get it, or else it's not good. So I'd be willing to possibly try the burger again. But the Grogu cookie shake is just a nice cookie shake. It's a nice sweet treat to have. And I now feel confident in saying that the best thing to come from this movie was the Grogu cookie shake. The movie was so bad, and we just looked at all the products. Even the Legos aren't that great. The best thing to come from this terrible dog water movie is a Burger King shake that will make you feel terrible within 25 minutes of consuming it.
That's right.
And I think that really speaks to the nature of how things are. It speaks to, there's a lot to be said. This could be taken as a commentary on our society, on American consumer culture. There's so many things to be said about it, but we don't have time for that. So let's just put it in S tier, where it belongs. Where it belongs. Honestly, most of the items did not break above C tier. All of it was pretty bad. We had to create its own tier list for an F. We had to create a sub F tier for a product. That's how bad this collection was.
But there is
one more.
one more.
There's one.
And if
more.
you just throw I sent you the picture if you want to just throw that picture on there.
Let me
one
see.
more thing. Now, Tom is not wrong that there is, well, I sent you the picture. You can just pull it up on.
So I'm trying to.
You just take that one. And another one. Now, but Tom's 100% right with the cookie shake happening to be the best thing that come out of this movie. And what's crazy is it's just a cookie shake that's just going to get added to the menu for another collab in the future with Burger King. It was fun wearing the crown to the theater. That was fun. But that's where we're at. Star Wars collabs and Star Wars merch sucks now.
Well, hold your tongue, because we have.
Oh, my tongue.
Coming in hot. We have the Grogu Nilla wafers. Oh, buddy. They're blue. Stop moving. They're blue. Don't you want blue 5 in your vanilla little wafers? Don't you want... Dude, you can make a blue banana pudding with these. Doesn't that sound scrumptious? Doesn't that look and sound appetizing?
No.
Only in theaters. Look at this impressive Photoshop edit. Here he is, and they just took him and they stretched him out and they put him on the big screen. That's some... God bless America.
Oh, man. I'm out of words. I'm out of words that this is... See, this is something that before knowing that this stuff is just straight poison, I would have been okay with this. But now, like, knowledge is pain. Knowledge is pain. And, yeah, like, RFK Jr. would not approve of this. Would not approve of consuming this. I think this is harmless as far as, like, an idea of collabing. Like, this wouldn't be an F tier. It's not an S tier. I think it's like a B. This would go in the B tier.
I don't know. I don't disagree with, like, this reminds me of, with Nabisco, it reminds me of back when I was a kid, the Spider-Man 3 Cheez-Its. You remember those? For Spider-Man 3,
yes.
They had it's in the same type as that. I don't have a problem with that. The issue I have with it is that they're called Grogu Nilla Nummies. And for that, it needs to be brought down.
It's a D now. It's a D.
Now it's a D.
Tier. That is the stupidest name.
The name of Nilla Nummies plays into that, like, the gross millennial baby humor.
Yeah, yeah. I'm a small bean.
I'm a small bean.
Yeah, I'm a small bean. Yeah. Shut up.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm a small
that,
bean. I'm innocent. I'm weak. Shut the fuck up.
actually, I think
Unbelievable.
as defeated as we are after looking at all this product placement, this has been this is almost educational for you, the audience, because if you now see
done.
people, if you see people with some of these items, get out. Get out. If you hear someone go, "Oh my gosh, you got to go get the Nilla Grogu vanilla nummies," get out. Run.
This is
Run.
turned into.
They're not. They're Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
This is turned into a PSA, and I didn't know that, Tom. When we were like, "Hey, we're going to do a Sunday special," I didn't know it was going to turn into a PSA, and like we were going to see the worst of the worst you could imagine with product placement. That is correct. This has become a horror segment. I don't know how to process life now. But can we also just point out none of this has been like fun? Like the products themselves, like the products themselves are not fun.
I'll give that, yeah.
You know what I mean? They're not fun. They used to be fun.
You don't like Baby G?
Taco Bell collabing with the Phantom Menace was fun. Okay? The Pepsi tank that you could put all your cans in and then like to keep them cold. That was fun. Okay? The Pepsi toppers. Phantom Menace was fun. Yep. There's our list.
Of us.
So that is, and now, all right, look, we yell, we have fun. It's all for fun. This is just for fun. This is the whole setup for the Mandalorian and Grogu merchandise tie-in collabs. Final list, Fake Wizards report. And with that, we're going to go back to the chat. Tom, take us back to the people.
Let's get back to the chat.
All right.
We got Rangav, 2 for 8 for a 5-banger. W2TF has G-Shock become why do American businesses suck at over-designing everything?
Oh, it's a really good question. I wish I had the answer. But like with all of them, I think that kind of description just fit everything we just went through. Like none of it's fun. It's all really expensive product placement. You're buying the name, but the name means nothing. And what you're getting is kind of crap. Like what you're getting is weak stuff. So that's kind of lame. It's unfortunate, but I'm glad we went through it because now we got to see like who's really buying ruggables, man. Like who's buying? I mean, look, you see the Nilla wafers in Target. Like it's an impulse buy. It's like a hey, look, like gosh, we would buy them. It's the same thing as with the Pokemon Pop-Tarts, right? It's ridiculous, but. No, it's everything is kind of messy. Everything's kind of messy. Tom, I'm going to take over here for a second.
You're good
with these. Oh, actually, okay. There is one more super. Walter for a $4.99 says it's a $3,000 toilet, $3,000 toilet you've got following you around. Some of the rich are old with bowels problems and don't know where or when the urge to go might hit. That literally is a rolling toilet, and it apparently doesn't work. On the sidewalks. Yes. Now we've had a bunch of you guys are watching us on mobile, and you have been sending in lots of support for the show. We're going to go through them all. A Lord Corey sent a press 10, a press F for 10 jewels. Sent a star for 2 jewels. Sent a GGEZ. For 20 jewels. Sent a gold coin for 10 jewels. Oh, D Draconic sent a gold coin for 10 jewels. I got you, D Draconic. Shout out. Cappy 3020 sent a laughing disco for 250 jewels. Whoa, buddy. I didn't know that. I have to look up the conversion because that's a lot of jewels. 250 jewels. Thank you for that. A Lord Corey sent a floating heart for 10 jewels. Sent a press F for 10 jewels. Sent another press F for 10 jewels. Sent 100 for 2 jewels. 100 sticker. Hey, so this is the whole new sticker thing. You guys have been supporting us All you guys here, thank you so much. Shout out to all of you. And Tiger King Rex Carter sent a gold coin for 10 jewels just now. Thank you all for that, man. That is awesome. That is awesome. Very cool. We got you. Yeah, man, that's awesome. That's pretty cool. Well, listen up. We have gone 37 minutes over time. We got another full stream. We got an almost 3-hour stream. I've got to be a good friend. I'm a little late. Okay. So we are going to tie things up here. And if you're watching on YouTube, we are about to raid Valiant Renegade. So please stick around. We're going to raid VR. I am joining the panel over there. Valiant Renegade and the panel, they are professionals talking about and breaking down the Mandalorian box office. My friends, we are going to jump over there. Stick around for the raid. If you're watching somewhere else, come join us on YouTube or follow VR somewhere else. For all of you watching, thank you for being here. We will be back with you tomorrow night for Culture Crossfire, 7 p.m. Eastern. Myself and Marvin will be back. We got clips dropping all the time. We got reviews dropping on the Fake Wizards channel. You check out Fake Wizards. That's our whole separate channel just for reviews. We got another mainline channel, a mainline video coming on the Real Life Fake Wizard. We've got more content popping out than ever before all over the internet. Happy to be hanging out with you guys. You guys keep the lights on. Shout out to all of you for being an awesome community. You guys are awesome acolytes out there. This has been a lot of fun. I'm really glad we got to do this. Until next time, my friends, create, innovate, inspire, and for the love of God, cancel Disney Plus. Tom, any final word?
Don't buy any of the things that we put on screen. Don't buy any of the collab items, and have a great night.
Bye-bye.